Hey, this is Dorarena with Tuesday Tea Time, and I want to welcome you and all those that will be watching the replay and all those that may be new viewers. We are coming from Women of Wisdom. We are a nonprofit organization that is here to empower young ladies and women with practical wisdom and confidence. And we want for you to follow your dream in life and make good choices, wise choices in your everyday affairs. We are here for you, okay? And we're also here to bridge that generational gap between the young ladies and the older ladies because we need one another. Would you not agree with that? We do. Okay, so I always share with you my tea that I'm drinking today. And so I hope that you have your beverages, whatever tea, coffee, water, whatever you desire to have, just join us and fill your cup up with some wisdom today and add your comment in the comment box and be a participant. All right. So I am so glad that you are here. Yay. Hi, Candy. And so I am doing, one of my teas that I've done before is called Dandelion Chai. It's just good, and it has probiotic in it, so we know that that's good for the body. Okay, so tea time. Let me turn my cup around so you can see the beauty of my cup. My dear friend gave it to me. Nice and hot and good. And yes, I do have my creamer in it, and I have my honey. All right. So today we are going to talk about the power of transformation. Oh my goodness. This is good. Okay. So you join in with us and add your wisdom, and let's just do this thing. All right. So you know what? Before we get started, I do want to let you know this, okay? I want to let you know that we are an holistic organization. So we want to see the whole person, be helped. Okay, so we're talking about the spirit, the soul, or intellect, and the body. Okay, because all those being healthy makes us a strong person. All right. Okay, so I wanted to share with you this tip about taking a 1 tablespoon of virgin olive oil a day. And I want to share with you the benefits. Now, I'm not, trying to say I'm not a physician, and I'm not, saying all that, but, most of you know that I'm a believer and I love the Lord. And he's the one that told me to start taking this olive oil, and I didn't even know the benefits. I just obeyed, okay? But I found out later on. But listen to this, okay? It's a heart health, okay, and it has strong anti-inflammatory properties, okay. It also can help prevent strokes. We're talking about 1 tablespoon of olive oil a day, okay. So now it's important that you buy the right olive oil, okay? Because there's some olive oil out there that is, well, it's fraud, okay? So they closed down the company because they was falsifying that they were selling olive oil. Now I use California Ranch, and the way you can tell true olive oil is it is stored in a opium glass or like a dark bottle, and it has a slight bitter taste to it, kind of, a strong kind of bitter taste to it, because olives are very bitter. They're nothing like the ones that you buy in the grocery store. If you was to take an olive off of a tree, there's no way you could just eat it like that. Okay, so they're really, really bitter. Okay, so it should have some kind of strong flavor like that in it if it's real olive oil. Okay, so like I said, I use California Ranch. So, and look for the the sign on them, that says that it's organic and it's real. They have a sign on there that you follow. I just didn't, have it with me right now. So, okay. So, I said that we are talking about today the power of transformation. Okay. So we're talking about the ability to be able to change and transform, the process of changing and transforming. Okay, so I always like to give you a dictionary definition of the word. Okay, so transformation or transforming, the Greek word for that is metamorphosis. You probably heard that before in the short term, morph. Okay, so anyway, it's the process or change. Okay, so we're going to use the butterfly, of course. That's one of my favorite symbols. If you don't know, the butterfly stands for new beginnings. And so it stands for transformation. And so the butterfly is a good symbol for us to use. Okay. And so, we're using this as an example. Okay, and so the butterfly go through 4 stages. Okay, it goes to the larva stage, which is the egg, and then it goes through a stage called pupa or chrysalis stage, or well, that's after the caterpillar. Okay, so the caterpillar is the egg, the larva, which is the caterpillar. Then you have the chrysalis, which they call that the pupa, or what's better known as the cocoon. And then you have the adult butterfly. Okay, so when the female adult butterfly lays the egg, she usually finds a nice leaf to lay the egg on. And once it's birthed, the egg, the caterpillar, before it becomes a caterpillar in the egg, it eats itself out of the shell, and then it eats the leaf that it was laid on. Okay, so during this stage of the caterpillar's life, they spend a lot of time just eating and eating and eating, and because they eat so much, they grow really fast, and they shed their skin about 4 to 5 times during that stage. Okay, now if you stick with me, you'll understand more and more as we continue about this butterfly thing. Okay, so once it gets past the last stage, the last shedding of the skin, is used to form the cocoon. Okay, so once it's in the cocoon, it's like it wraps around itself like in a silky type material, and it hardens to protect it while it's going through the morph stage. Okay, so while it's going through the morph stage, now check this out. This is amazing. While it's going through the morph stage, what it does is it actually digests itself. Now, I know that don't sound too good, but that's what happens, okay? So the enzymes, they release the enzymes, which is like a protein or chemicals that causes the substance to change, okay? And so it works through the body and it actually liquefies. Now, during this liquefaction, that's what I'm calling it, there is a disc. It's called no, let's see. Let me get this right. Amygdala, Miganole. That's what it is. A Miganole disc. Okay, now in this Miganole disc, check this out, is parts of where the adult butterfly parts are going to form from. So it's like a foundational place where everything else liquefies except for the cells that are in this disc to form the butterfly's eyes, legs, wings, and so forth, okay? And so it keeps it in this disc. So as the butterfly I'm thinking flying, okay? Liquefies, it it reforms and starts building the body, the eyes, the legs, the wings. And I mean, to me, that is amazing. Okay, that just didn't happen just because something went boom and everything was created. So we know that, hey, the Father God created is the creator, okay? And I know that we have some people that are non-believers or non-Christians and some people that are Christians. And I do understand that, but, just bear with me because, I'm helping you to learn the power of transformation, okay? And so and we're gonna get to talking about personal transformation, but right now I want you to understand what happens to the butterfly, because really the butterfly is a good example of what happens in our lives, okay? And so the process that we have to go through to experience that power that comes with transformation so that we can come out looking beautiful, just like the butterfly, came out looking beautiful, and, starts out crawling on the ground as a caterpillar on the belly and everything. And, sometimes we feel like that in life, that we're just barely making it. We're just crawling through situations. And some of us, we're dealing with, low self-esteem, or I like to call it self-regard, low self-regard. We lack, certain manners of respect for ourselves and things like that, because maybe, we wasn't taught how to value ourselves, or maybe somebody disvalued in life, and it caused you to start disvaluing your own self. Okay. Well, the power of transformation is here to bring you out of that situation. And you know what? Sometimes the transformation comes through things that we go through in life. The hardships that we go through can cause transformation. And sometimes transformation can be a choice. You can choose to change. You can choose to learn new things and start a new journey. Whatever it is, it's going to be some type of transformation. Okay. And so I want to share with you now. I don't know if you know this or not, but did you know that there's 17,500 different species of butterflies? Isn't that something? And did you know that the different, the way that they morph and the way that they come forth out of the cocoon is all just slightly different based on their own species? Don't tell me there is not individuality. We go through things, and it's okay that we go through them our own way. We are not supposed to be like everybody else, okay? That's what makes us so unique. So don't compare your transformation to somebody else's transformation. Then you lose the power of your transformation because you're comparing yourself to someone else, and you are too unique to do that. That is so unwise to compare yourself to someone else. Honey, you are much better, much greater, more unique, and there's no comparison there, and you don't want to fall into that comparing yourself to other people, because that's just unwise. And then, like I said, you don't want to take away from your own transformation, do you, honey? No, you don't. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I want to share with you. I'm going to share with you a little bit about the transformation that I went through my own self. And, some of you maybe have, you're a single mom, and, you're dealing with kids and different age groups and everything like that. That is transformation. Transformation starts, even before you move out of your parents' house. But once you move out of your parents' house, you go through a transformation. Once you get married, you go through a transformation. Once you have kids, you go through a transformation. And how you go through that transformation makes all the difference, because you do not want to have to keep repeating the same thing because you didn't get it the first time. And let me tell you this, it gets harder, when you refuse to accept the changes that are happening in your life, because actually they're happening for your good. Okay. And so let's take a tea break. Yeah. How about that? Tea time. I really like this. Okay, so you may go through different transformations in life, like I said, depending on how you go through them, you want to go through them the right way. Having the right attitude just, helps you a whole lot, and I know that there's some that, it's a hardship. I mean, most of my transformations came out of hardship. And I remember when I first started going through the butterfly transformation, I went through a real serious butterfly transformation. It is so dear to me, and that is the reason why the butterfly is so dear to me. But I remember when I first started going through this stage, I just, it was like I was being ostracized almost. I felt like, I felt uncomfortable around people, and I started pulling back away, from relationships and things. And I'm wondering what in the world is going on with me, because, I like being around people. I like, socializing and things like that. But I got to a place where I just kind of was pulling back from people. And so, again, I was like, God, what is going on with me? And so, I had a dream. I had a dream that I was in this bag. It was like a bag. I mean, sad to say, but it was like one of those bags, you put dead bodies in. It was like that. I was being put in one, and it just zipped me up inside of it. And then it turned into like a cocoon, and I woke up and I was like, what is this all about? And this is what happened. The Spirit of the Lord said to me, he said, get your Bible, get your dictionary, get your journal. He said, I want to talk to you. And I got up, and this was probably like about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And he told me, he said, you're in a cocoon. You're going through the transformation of the butterfly. And he said, I want you to study the life of the butterfly. And so I just started doing that and everything. And I just noticed that, things in my life was just changing. And, just dealing with my attitude, my philosophy and life was changing. Learning how to just be really, I was learning about me, and I was learning who I really am. And I didn't understand all of that stuff. And so stuff just started popping up that I thought, wow, why am I dealing with this? And I didn't even know I had an issue with that. And I had an issue with unforgiveness, and I had an issue with anger, and I had an issue with selfishness and all these things. And I really didn't even think I was like that. But all this stuff was popping up and everything. But the thing is that I wanted it. I wanted it. You have to want it. You gotta want to grow. You gotta be courageous and strive, for the better life, and want to be somebody in life. And don't get stuck in the chrysalis stage, is what I'm saying. Don't get stuck in the cocoon, which is where you're liquidating everything that you thought you were is coming to a close. And now you're getting ready to reform into who you really are. Don't get stuck in that stage where you are stuck on who you used to be. And if you stay stuck on who you used to be, you'll never go anywhere in life. You'll never make those steps to change. You'll always have that attitude of that lack of self-regard, that lack of respect that you should have for yourself. And you know what? Deep inside of you, you're desiring to be respected. You're desiring to be honored, and you desire to be treated right because that is in your heart as a female, as a young lady, as a woman. It is embedded in our hearts to want to be honored because we were created to be honored. And so if we don't honor our own selves, that's a detrimental to our own ability to improve. And so we don't want to stay in the cocoon, the chrysalis stage. You know what I'm saying? So, it may be painful, and I know exactly what you mean, if you feel that way, because it does deal with your pride, and you have to humble yourself and recognize that you're not who you think you are. But once you reform into that beautiful butterfly, oh my goodness, life has really just begun for you. And so take those steps of that transformation. Choose to be changed. Choose to be not okay with where you are right now so that you can improve life, so you can be farther down the road. Okay. There's so many things that I want to share with you about that. And I didn't even get to the brink of where I really wanted to go. So we're going to have to continue this power of transformation, because I really didn't even get to touch on some things that I really wanted to share with you about this. So just tune in with me again next week. I do have a guest, which is Teresa Walker. She's a young lady that spoke at one of our Women of Wisdom workshops. She's going to come share with us, and we're going to discuss keeping, let's see, what is it again? Keeping a bow wave. Keep moving. Let me look and see so I can make sure that I'm giving you the right information, because I don't want to just tell you anything. Okay, just hold on a minute for me. Let me get this right for you. Oh, keep making a bow wave. BOW, a bow wave. That's with the boat. Keep making that bow wave. So we're going to talk about that next week. So I hope that you come back and join us. And then the following week after that, we will continue to talk about the power of transformation, because there's some things that I really want to share with you that you are really going to enjoy. And if you implement these things in your lives, you are going to experience a powerful transformation that you have been desiring to experience in a long time. And you'll start experiencing the respect and the honor and the value that that you should have, the value the esteem and the confidence that you should have, you'll start experiencing those things. So I'm excited for you, and I'm growing and I'm learning at the same time, and I'm excited for myself as well. And so just stick with us, and remember, my wow friends, continue to walk in wisdom, okay? All right, this is Dorarena, and I am out. Good night.